back to
No slippage in the debate. Just look, Corsia.
what? Just was trying to record me. Douchebag.
When I first entered heaven, I thought everyone saw what I saw. But then I began to see things in a way that let me hold the world without me in it. My last name was Salmon. You know, like the fish. First name, Susie. And I was 14 when I was murdered. On December 6th, 1973, I took a shortcut back from the junior high. And it was cold out, and the snow was falling lightly. Kind of like a flurry of small hands. And I started breathing through my nose so much that I started to run. So I decided to breathe with my mouth open. But then I thought, I could catch a snowflake with my tongue. "6 feet from where Mr. Harvey stood."
I didn't mean to startle you. I have built something back here. Would you like to see?
My mom likes me home before dark.
It is dark, Susie.
I wish now I would have known this was years. Henry Miller once said,
I don't remember my intro. It doesn't matter because this is no longer a speech tournament. The Lovely Bones by Alysa. Sorry, you guys. It would have been great. It's a hiding place.
I don't see anything.
You should be more observant, Susie.
Look for it again. He then walked over, and he knelt against the ground. What's that?
Why don't you come and see?
It was the size of a small room. Oh, and he built a bench along the side. You know, a man who builds an underground room half a mile away has to be kind of Lulu, right? Well, my father had a way of describing people like him.
The man's a character, that's all.
So, I guess I was just thinking Mr. Harvey was a character. And that's all. But by the time the Gilbert's dog found my elbow a week later, Mr. Harvey closed up the hole.
Would you like a refreshment, Susie?
I really should be going.
Come on, be polite. Have a Coke. I'm sure the other kids would.
Other kids? What other kids?
Well, I built it for the kids of the neighborhood. I thought it could be some sort of clubhouse.
I thought this was a pitiful lie. But you see, I imagined he was lonely. I felt sorry for him. Okay, I'll have a Coke.
You're very pretty, Susie. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, Mr. Harvey. You know, Mr. Harvey, it's getting really late. I really should be going.
Take off your clothes.
What?
Take your clothes off. I want to check that you're still a virgin.
I am. Please let me go now.
Your parents will thank me, you know. They only want good girls, Susie.
My parents? Mr. Harvey. Please let me go.
You aren't going anywhere. You're mine now.
I fought as hard as I could not to let Mr. Harvey hurt me. But my hard as I could wasn't enough. And I was soon lying on the ground. In the ground. With him on top of me. And I thought it was the worst thing in the world to be lying flat on your back with a sweating man on top of you. I thought of my mother. And
really? I tried. Okay.
I thought of my mother. She would be checking the dial on her clock. She would be worried, but more concerned than worried. That's when Mr. Harvey began to press his lips against mine. And they were blubbery and wet. And I wanted to scream. And I was too exhausted from the fight. I managed to say, "Don't, Mr. Harvey." I looked up at him, and I said, please don't. But he grew tired of hearing me plead. So he leaned over, and he brought back a knife. He looked at me and smiled.
Tell me you love me.
Gently, I did. But my end came anyways. I began to inhabit the air and the silence. And now I'm in this place called heaven. And I am, and maybe someday you will be.
I want to eat. I think so much.
Forever safe. I wish you a long and wonderful life.
Are you crazy? I hate you.
Don't